Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers to Gordon, out left. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Here's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and... Signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. Had some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Push it back. Push it back.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Block 15!
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the 31, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Williams loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Let's go one more.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Caught left side, Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Gordon on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Red! Mike 54! Mike 54! Watch the back, watch the back!
Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. It's our time.
Easy.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. 390. Here we go. Here we go. 0. Here we go. Wait. Nice hot. Click.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Charger football to start quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Left. Watch that. Check, Mike. Get behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Wait, 89.
On first down, Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing, Cousins. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rivers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Let's get it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Cousins. being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Jahan, what are these? 52 right here. 52. Get that quarterback. At all costs. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. What's that?
To throw, Cousins. And he rips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here I come again. 552. You ain't going nowhere.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It was pretty quiet. D was pretty quiet. Check. Flight. Out.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Buffalo 54. Mike. Hey, wahoo. Let's go, Heavy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check, 380. 380. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd down and goal. Rivers flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run, Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe, defense.
Tight yard. Where's 52? Watch 52.
From the 38, Cousins. That's caught by Hollister. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Completes it to Watt. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let's go, Bucks.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They run it again with Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. And complete right side to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 38, Rivers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
White! Get that ball! Get that ball! Mike's 54! Mike's 54!
From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Delta! Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second and goal, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And 5-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Cousins. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
second and a couple. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third and short.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, boy.
Throwing. Cousins. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Johnson, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now. And the last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. He's airing it out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike. Williams, his second touchdown of the night. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Third and short yardage. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. First down. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Watch the sled. Shit. Protein spill. Mike 52. Wild Bill.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu, his second sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking